What's going on, guys? Disorderly Product News. One question I get more than any other is, what happened in this case? Is there an update? More times than not, almost always, there isn't. In this case, the video I put out yesterday, there is an update. But before we get to that, cue the music. Quick background. These two gentlemen, Johnny 50 and James Freeman, have large YouTube channels. They saw another channel by the name of Picture Perfect putting out a video in which they believed and other people believed something nefarious happened. Now, I want to make this very, very clear. These are all allegations. None of this has been proven in a court of law. It's up to you to decide, do they rise to the standard of reasonable suspicion, or do they rise to the standard of even probable cause? Or lastly, do you see nothing? Do you think there's nothing there and these people are seeing things? This is Sergeant Book from the Claremore, Oklahoma Police Department, and this is a little bit of how he behaves.
I want to make sure you haven't been drinking.
Please
Come
give
here.
me a little space.
Come here. Come here.
I'm creating
I'm going
space.
to check your eyes to make sure that you haven't been drinking.
No, sir, you're not.
Yes, sir. Here's the deal. You're not really acting rationally at
Get
the
away from
moment.
that. So what is your name and badge number, ma'am, last time?
Make it the last time.
What is her name and badge number?
But I see an alcohol bottle laying right here on the ground drinking.
Take it up, fingerprint it. What,
I am asking you a question.
and I'm refusing to answer. What is your name and badge, or what is her name and
Now
badge
I'm
number?
detaining you because I want to make sure you're not intoxicated.
Actually, I'm done after this. Yeah.
Have a good day.
All right.
If you called the Oklahoma Police Department in Claremore and asked to talk to Sergeant Book, you wouldn't get anybody on the phone. Nobody would answer. Because he retired? Oh, after this video, might he have been fired? No. There is no more Sergeant Book. There's only a Lieutenant Book in Claremore. That's right, he was promoted. So, that's the update on Sergeant Book. Now, let's look into the actual planting of evidence. Did it happen? Did it not happen? What I do know is that I talked to Johnny tonight, Sunday, January 2nd, 2021, and he said by far, between comments, emails, texts, this Oklahoma County, Rogers, is by far the most mentioned as being the most corrupt. And coincidentally enough, do you know where Rogers County and Claremore, Oklahoma are right near? Adair, Oklahoma. Do you remember what happened in Adair? Let me refresh your memory.
Yes, sir. Charles 21, Kings 3, Lincoln. How you doing? Got your license on you?
So why did you pull me over?
Speeding, ma'am.
No, I slowed down to 45.
No, I got you. I got you at 58 coming in there.
No. It was 40.
Sir, is a traffic stop with you? Step out for me. Step out. Step out. I'm not gonna ask you again. Step out. 8 to 1. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for disorderly conduct. I'm gonna have a seat over here with me.
Oh,
Right this way, sir.
oh, you're funny. Hey, Flavia, get my phone and record this piece of shit.
Have a seat.
Yes, sir. Fucking jackass.
He would identify himself. He never would give me his rank, name, badge number, nothing.
Have they reached out to you?
No.
They've-
On the 5th, which would have been 2 days after the incident, I called and talked to the police chief. And then when it was all said and done, he basically said, well, there were threats made. And I said, you're right, there were. There were 3 threats made. Your officer made all 3 of them. Afternoon, how's it going?
All right, can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to get 2 complaint forms and a couple of FOIA request forms if I could.
2 complaint forms and what? A FOIA request form?
What's a FOIA?
Freedom of Information Act?
Okay, the court clerk has them,
Okay.
I guess. And we actually have complaint. Yeah.
Cool.
We don't really have an official complaint form, but you can fill out these.
Perfect.
And if you want to mark out statement and write complaint on there.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it. Is somebody next door over here or?
There should be, right, court clerk, but she'd be the one that would have that freedom of information.
Appreciate it. Thanks, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, don't do that just yet, okay? Don't, yeah, okay. All right, thanks.
Next person.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you the clerk?
I am.
Do you have a FOIA request form for Freedom of Information Act? So I can FOIA some information. Freedom of Information Act?
No. No, I bet you don't know. So, how's it going?
Going pretty good.
Well, good.
Living the dream.
Aren't we all?
Could be a nightmare, you never know.
Okay. Well, Jeannie? Do you know anything about FOIA?
FOIA request forms, Freedom of Information Act to request open records information.
We just have a request, a written request form.
Okay. Could I get 2 of those, please?
Okay. Yeah,
I have just regular ones, I don't have any.
Okay, there's no more.
yeah.
Earl,
I'll talk to Vicki about that.
can I help you?
What happened, and I'll let you know. No,
I think I'm losing you. Are you in a bad
I
spot?
don't know.
You want 2 of them?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right, I'll let you know.
Thank
You
you.
are quite welcome.
You have a great day.
You too.
That's a little bit more evidence when Johnny 50 says he gets text communications comments saying that Oklahoma, Rogers County, is the most corrupt place in the nation. Now, Adair, Oklahoma is in another county, but it's just across county lines. They're about 20 minutes apart, Claremore and Adair. But this is a whole completely separate case. I'm just pointing out how things are done down there in Oklahoma. Quad State Cameras and I reviewed Johnny's and Picture Perfect's videos. Picture Perfect was filming at the time the outside of a post office when a female Claremore officer pulled up. Pay attention, guys, because I'm going to be using timestamps. It's very, very important. In fact, if you want to, you guys can pull out a piece of paper and a pen and follow along with the timestamps, because I'm sure I haven't found everything. And this is a very, very big deal. If there's an officer out there planting liquor bottles, God knows what else has been done. But again, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying let's look at the video and figure it out.
Not too bad. Yourself?
Pretty good. What's going on with you?
Just out taking some pictures.
Okay, this is just to orientate you guys to what you're looking at. That female officer pulls up. She was initially between the subject and quote-unquote bottle. That it may be there, it may not be there. Now, if you look, there's like, you see that? There's that little brown, almost looks like a cigar that's on the grass coming onto the sidewalk. That's where it's at. Now, there is a little piece of white right there. Is that the bottle? We're going to find out because we need a lot better look.
Pretty good. What's going on with you?
Just out taking some pictures.
Okay, do you mind stopping?
Actually, I'm kind of on a time schedule.
Okay, I need to talk to you. So you need to stop and talk to me.
Am I being detained?
I want to stop and talk to you.
I appreciate that. No.
Yes, at the moment you are being detained.
For what
Till
crime?
I find out what's going on.
For what
So
crime?
You're looking in vehicles. I need to find out who you are.
For what
Get
crime?
any
simpler.
When you walk away from me, you don't want to talk to me. I'm here for a valid reason.
In my eyes.
I'm on the north side of the post office.
So, what is your name and badge number?
Now, I can't really explain why she's doing this at this point, but it's weird that she's doing it. Her head turns and she's sweeping the ground from left to right, looking at what's on the ground.
How we doing, sir?
Oh.
So this is the best look of it. Where the little bottle is found is perpendicular to the second officer's door. This door right here, where it just says lice, that is the sergeant's door, and it's found perpendicular, directly across from his driver's side door, a little bit on the cement, but mostly in the grass, and in the middle of a square cement block that make up sidewalks.
How we doing, sir?
It is now because you're here.
How we doing, sir?
Oh, I've had better days. You?
Hey, what's going on?
Ask her. She thinks she's going to detain me.
You are staying here.
This is Officer Sherman, and something has stopped him dead in his tracks and caused that look to come about his face. Now, Picture Perfect is videotaping him. Sergeant Book is behind Picture Perfect.
How we doing, sir?
Oh, I've had better days. You?
Hey, what's going on?
Ask her. She thinks she's going to detain me.
You are staying here. I told you. You're not going anywhere.
What crime do you suspect?
Here's the female officer again, looking Sergeant Book straight in his eyes, but not saying anything. And there you go. There's the bottle right there at Sergeant Book's feet. If you can't make it out, it's got a gold cap. The cap is facing the sidewalk. It's about 50% in on that square of sidewalk, with the back of the bottle pointing straight back.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
You
have to there is no disturbance. You have to articulate a crime. What is her name and badge number? She's refused to give it to me.
Why are we here?
I'm taking pictures. That's it.
Okay, why are we taking pictures?
I'm working on a story on the post office.
Okay. Or where's your firearm at?
What makes you think I'm carrying?
Because you have a holster on your back.
It's empty.
Okay, well, I'm asking, is it on your person?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Do you have any ID on you?
No, sir.
Okay, what's your name, partner?
I'm not going to give it.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
No, not right yet.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure that
I
out.
understand
We're
it.
getting complaints
You
from
have to
people
have
inside.
reasonable, articulable suspicion, sir.
I gave you that. You were inside taking pictures. You're looking in
Would you
cars
go
and you're
inside
taking
and see
pictures
what's
of the
going
cars.
I'm not looking in cars,
You're
and
taking
there's no
pictures
proof of that.
cars.
And
I'm
it doesn't
trying to
matter. I
tell
can
you
take
why.
pictures of
Once we
everything.
establish that there is no proof of that, you will be free to leave.
Okay, what is your name and badge number, officer?
I told you. You give me your name, I'll give you mine.
Is that what you tell the judge when he asks? What is your name and badge number, ma'am? Keep smirking. This is going to be very bad for your post or for your department. What is your?
I'm Sergeant Book with the Claremore Police Department.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
What is your name?
Now, I'm going to play this in slow motion and look at the female officer's eyes. She looks down at the ground, right at Sergeant Book's feet, and then looks up at him in his eyes. Come on. That's like when you're looking at your friend, you look at him in his eyes, and then you look down at something and you're trying to communicate non-verbally. Like, dude, do it now. Do it now. That's what I see. Now, straight from that look, we go to this. Without ever looking back, look what Sergeant Book does.
Not have we?
What is her name and badge number, sir?
Have you been drinking this afternoon?
Have you? What is
No,
her
sir,
name and
I
badge
have
number?
not. But I see an alcohol bottle laying right here on the ground, so I'm asking you, have you been drinking?
Take it up, fingerprint it. What?
I am asking you a question.
I think that is a statement that saved Picture Perfect. Pick it up, fingerprint it. I think that's what saved him, because none of the officers ever pick it up that we see, because they know his fingerprints will never be on it. And he's already made that assertion to fingerprint it, so he's probably going to keep going with that if they arrest him. And his fingerprints will never be on it. And other people's fingerprints may be on it. So what do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Do you see what I'm seeing? And at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm not saying that it did happen, because I didn't see it with my own two eyes. But you have to believe there's enough suspicion there. There's enough reasonable, articulable suspicion that a reasonable person with reasonable intelligence would come to the conclusion that something foul is afoot. Leave it in the comment section, guys. What do you think? My name is Disorderly Product News. Wishing you and yours a very safe and happy rest of the work week. Good night.